Good afternoon, my dear family and the public at large. My name is Inspector of Police Olarejo, the regional spokesperson for Aswa East region. I want to take this honor to inform the public that our security strength for the last 1 week, from the 31st up to yesterday, we managed to register some other incidents, but generally the security was under control with other incidences which cannot be avoided, which has been registered for the whole region. I wanted to inform the public that right from Agabo and Lamu, the 4 districts that we have and 1 municipal, there is no any major security matters that call upon for the government to take up, except these other cases that have been happening within our region. And I want to inform the general public that it was not a very good practice for this week which has ended. We have registered numbers of capital cases. Like when you see in our data, we have registered 4 murder cases for our region. We registered 1 arson. We registered 1 aggravated robbery. We registered 1 fatal accident where life has gone, 3 life has gone, that is in Pade, which has not been very good practice for the whole region. In 1 week alone, things has become danger, and all of them are capital cases in nature, which I call upon for the public that let's try to work out as teamwork. Most of these incidents which has happened within our region, according to the strategy that we have moved on the ground and our research, it has shown that most of these incidents come from domestic violence and land wrangles within the family. Actually, in family, all the incidences that we have registered in the region, it is just within the family. And in the family, we divide it into 2. It is domestic violence matters, which has come between a man and a woman, and a woman and a man, children and the parents and the children, and brothers and sisters. When you talk of land wrangle, uncles and the nephew. So all the things in our research we have gathered that it is between those 2 angles where all this incident has been raised. I wanted to inform the public that we started with the one which happened in our Lamour. Because all these incidents we have recovered from Lamour, Kibgum, Pade and Agabo. When you see Lamour, we shared it, but I wanted to still pronounce that on the 3rd, we registered a murder which has happened in Lamour. It has been alleged that on the 2nd day of April, the wife of the deceased, called Aya Betty, was being carrying out the farming together with the husband at the border of Southern Sudan, left the husband, that is the deceased now, in the garden, and she went to check on our people at Panyera. By the time she's coming back, she just found the body of the husband lying on the pool of the blood outside the temporary structure, and in the garden I have died. So the area police take up the matter, and the case was murder. The case of murder was registered, and the investigation team take up the lead. And still up to now, there's no arrest which is still made, because they have already tampered with the scene. We can't introduce the police dog at that scene where the man was laid after the woman left him in the garden. So up to now, I wanted to announce that no one is still arrested, but the postmortem is done from Padibe. Every part which is supposed to be done, it has already been done. That was in Lamore. Still on the similar incident, we also registered the suspected sudden death. This one has happened in Agago, Gundi, in Pade Town Council. It has also been alleged that on the third day of March at around 11 a.m., the police left home and went to drink. That is a wife called Anya Doreen. She went to get at least past 10. She came back at around 11 p.m., found her husband, Odong Joseph, who is now a victim, is now deceased, had already slept. She tried to knock so that the man could open for her the door, but seems the man refused or did not add of the call. It made the woman prompting to go and spend the night with the mother-in-law, that is the mother of the deceased, one Acheng Morina. Then in the morning of the 4th, the old woman woke up, found when the deceased, that is Odong, was now could not talk. I mean, the disease, that is what? The Aya Doreen. From the house, the mother-in-law just realized in the morning that she could not talk. She called other people and started giving her porridge in a view of securing her life. And at around 1 p.m., she died. Upon the above case of sudden death was opened via Pade, and the inquiry is still going on. A team of investigation moved to the scene. The husband himself, Odong, was arrested to help in investigation. A lot of things, trap was being picked from the disease, that is a woman, Aya, Anying Dori, where we are still waiting. Remember, we have only one machine for the whole country, which is based in Kampala. So if all the districts submitted their sample, it needs time, and it needs, that's why postmortem is done, and they give them a go-ahead for burial as we wait for a document from the girl to help us ascertain what might have happened from where she went to drink, whether it is a poison or it is a national death, so that it can help us to at least see how we can form up the report. Still on the cinema incident, still in Pade, good in Agago district, we also registered the aggravated robbery, which was also reported to us on the 4th at around 8 p.m. That is in Kalon Town Council. The matter was reported by Ochan Stephen, chairperson F3 of Parabon, and a resident of Marusel, which is a small area. This matter is called Jock Alex, alias, that is Eric, who is a resident of Lira City. It is alleged that it was on the 4th when the victim, Chano Ramabasi, a businessman of Kalon, Market Square, around 7:40 in the evening, closed his shop and went to his home in the Marcel Town Council on his motorcycle. As he was coming out from the house, in the corridor at around 8 p.m. was attacked by 3 unknown thugs who hit him on the head using a club, that is a big stick, and fell down. One of the thugs removed a bag which was containing a cash amounting to 10 million Uganda current and took off. The victim made an alarm and the community responded, and one by the name of Job Alex Eric was arrested and the bag was recovered. 2 suspects escaped from the scene, unidentified. Job Alex alias Eric. Now the suspect was badly beaten and now admitted at Kalon Hospital, guarded by the territory police of Kalon, together with the victim. Those are the incidents which happened in Kalon, that is in Agabo district. Still on slimmer incidents, we also registered murder by mob, which happened on the 5th of this month at around 6 a.m. in the morning in the area of January West, that is Go A Ward, Panduong, that is Kitgum Municipality, Kitgum District. It has been alleged that Komakech has a disease now. Together with the friend called Gung, who is a survivor in this mob. For him, he has not died, but Komakech has already died. 2 of them, Komakech, a disease, and Gung, who is a survivor and now a victim, they went and broke the house of Chaya Bosco Okidi, and they picked 2 chicken and a pair of black shoes, open shoes, and a black backpack and a radio from that house, still in that area of Jened. The 2 suspects were arrested in this mob with above stolen items on spot, where Komakech, which is now disease, tried to run but was chased and got by community when Chaya Bosco Kidi had made an alarm. Him as Komakech has died from that time in the hand of the mob, and the friend, that is Gang, who is now a victim and a survivor, being admitted at Kitgum General Hospital in a critical condition. The information from the community indicates that the 2 suspects were armed with panga and knife, and there will be shown offenders within the area. That's why people became angry and all law in their hand and make their life worse. The body was taken to Kitgum General Hospital for postmortem, while the victim, that is Gum, who is a suspect, still getting treatment in the same facility. Those are the incidents which happened. Still, we also registered a case of Aswa, which is also registered in Lamoa, where some people went and put fire on the house, and all those incidents was also given up, and a number of things were being tempted and loose in that action. It has happened in the morning of 8, where no one still has been arrested, but we also blame still our community themselves for attempting to reach the scene and failed the investigation team from doing their best of introducing our dog to help us identify who might have done that thing. Lastly, on the same similar incident, yesterday on the 6th at around 11 a.m. in Panyungolo Central Ward in Wall Town Council, Agawa District, one Okelo Kosma as a reporter is the area L1 of the area reported a case of death. Death, I remember told you that death is a general file, inquiry file, the one which not identified what might have happened. But while police in doing this thing, it has been identified two suspects. One suspect is called Yed Boniface, who is actually a resident of the same village and the town council of Wall. The second person is Odonga Walter, who is a biological brother of Oyed. And it is Odonga in this matter, which is already under police custody. The father, who is Oyed Boniface, is still on run. It has been alleged that on 5th at around 11 in the night, the two suspects, while drunk, went to walk up their father, now the disease, and started quarreling with him for having brother in a compassion in their mother's house. After her death, decided to chase away their stepmother in the deep night, warning her never to step there again, and using vulgar languages to abuse their father. This prompted their father to commit suicide at unknown time on the 6th of April 2025, and the body was found in the morning of the 6th. The case of the suicide was registered, scene was being documented, and everything is done, all the forms are being issued. One suspect is under custody. Inquiry is still going on, still is a fresh one. This one comes to all the summary which I introduced at first, that some of these things we are registering within the region as a result of family matters which has been accumulated and which has not been solved in time for the person who might have been trusted to share that area and handle the differences. Like this recent one, where family is trying now to accuse the real father, telling him not to accept the stepmom to be in the house where their mother has left, and using very many words. When you talk of vile language, means and includes very many things, which prompted the father to decide, with the faith of the devil, to leave these children to remain, and he dies. That is provoking, death by provoke. When you provoke someone, you can cause that person death, and that is what has happened. And that is why they registered DEF, that is death inquiry file, to ascertain. The postmortem will help us to identify what might have happened. Either the system has failed due to the words and things that the children has done on their father, which result to death. Those are the incidences that we registered within the course of last week. I thank you so much, and I welcome you to any other concern that may arise. I say this for God and my country.